What is up, guys? DZ here, and this past weekend I went to a tournament at Voltage Games. It was a box tournament. I haven't really played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while, at least in real life. Actually, since Nationals, I've only played one game with my friend, just casually. And I've obviously been playing on stream a lot, but I kind of want to get back into the swing of things because regional season is coming up here. But anyway, I took Subterrors, just mainly what I've been playing on stream. I didn't really feel like playing Monarchs because I wasn't really expecting anything big to happen at this event as far as my record went. And I'd rather do bad with like a deck like Subterrors than like Monarchs, and because I get really frustrated when I play Monarchs and don't do well. Yeah, overall it went not super great. I would have done good, or at least topped and gotten packs if I had played Gaga Cowboy on my extra deck. So I guess I have to put that back in there. But overall it was a lot of fun. So I guess I'll kind of talk about what I learned at the event. So we played 3 Subterrors Slagmo. It's obviously like one of the best ones just because it digs through your deck. And also it's level 10, so you contribute it for the Prediction Princess ritual. I played 3 of this guy. I don't think he's super necessary at 3. I think I'm probably going to come to 2. He's good because you can summon him from the deck with Nemesis Warrior just with 2 level 4s. But outside of that, he doesn't really have like a lot of synergy with things. Defensively, Pot of the Forbidden is just like a better card. Aggressively, Stalagmo is a better card. Doesn't really have a lot of attack points. And if you're like, he's really bad at tribute with like a ritual, because like if you're using him as for a ritual, he's like level 7, so you still need another monster. At that point, he could be like anything, so he's just not great. Usually, you're just like discarding him. But I don't know, like you obviously need like. The problem is that you like need one in deck to like summon, and you like want one engraved to special summon as well. So I think you like might need to play 3 just so that you don't like run out of targets. But I don't know. I'm still up in the air about him. We're playing 3 Nemesis Warrior though. This is like probably the best Subterra at the moment. It's probably the only Subterra that will always. Well, I don't want to say always play 3 of because I don't know the direction they're taking the deck in. But Nemesis Warrior is just really powerful just because it sort of cheats the Subterrors into play, similar to Prediction Princess Terror Tree. Yeah, just honestly one of the best cards in the deck. I can't believe, like, some people are playing like 2 of his card, and like I was playing 2 of his card when I first played this deck, but then people pointed out there's like just like a million combos with this card. And I kind of showed you that in the last 2 combo videos as well. But I almost want to play like a Rhoda just to play a 4th copy, but this card is just amazing. We're also playing 3 Terror Tree, obviously like a really good card. 2 Manju, because, I don't know, sometimes it's like your worst normal summon. It's only good if you have, like, if you don't have pre-prep and if you have just, like, one of the pieces of the ritual summon. That's, like, the only situation it's good. 2 Spirit of the Fallwind. This card is definitely fantastic. Acting as, like, 2nd and 3rd copies of Pot of the Forbidden without having to, like, play 3 Pot of the Forbidden, because that's super bricky. And then it considers, like, the Subterrors, so yeah. 1 Pot of the Forbidden. 2 Garnet. So there's like a lot of reasons to play 2 Garnet in this deck. The big one that I can like explain briefly is that with Pot of the Forbidden, sometimes you end with like a Prediction Princess Terror Tree, a Pot of the Forbidden, and then like a Hidden City and a Brilliant Fusion. That's pretty common. And you can just Pot of the Forbidden to Giant Trunade the Hidden City and the Brilliant Fusion back to your hand, and then activate Brilliant Fusion and Hidden City on your next turn, which is just like huge. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then, yeah, like, I just like using Brilliant Fusion twice, because you're using the first one for, like, Seraphonite usually, and then you can use the second one for Zirconia. It's kind of neat. 1 Trick Clown, because we want value out of the Brilliant Fusion. And then 2 Ghost Ogre. There's, like, a lot of hand traps you can play, and I cited some, but hand traps are just better than traps in this deck, because a lot of times you're flipping the Slagmo in your end phase. So if you draw traps at that point, like, your turn's already over, but if you draw hand traps, like, that's still good. Yeah, there was like a lot of times where I had like a Ghost Ogre and a Veiler in hand and just felt really safe. That's it for the monsters. I'll get rid of those. For the spells, which we play a lot of, we played 3 of the Field Spell, just a fantastic card. 3 Brilliant Fusion, obviously. 3 Pre-Preparation. This card's like probably, I don't know, like Brilliant Fusion's really good, but there are hands where you draw Brilliant Fusion and you still brick. But I feel like any hand where you draw Pre-Preparation, you just haven't bricked, and your hand's pretty good. 3 Ritual, 1 Terraforming, sort of as the 4th copy of Hidden City, as well as the 2nd copy of Ritual Sanctuary. This card's really good. This card, I swapped it out. a friend actually just gave this to me, so I didn't have to play 3 Manjus. Because this card's just better than Manju in a lot of cases, just because it doesn't take a normal summon, and you can revive Manju with it, so that's kind of cool. I guess you can revive Terra Tree with it if it's properly summoned, but it's really tough having like 9 spells in grave. But mainly, this card's cool just for fixing hands, getting rid of Dead Brilliance, but also if you just have like these 2 cards, like no other rituals or ritual searches, you can, on a 2-turn clock, like get to a Terra Tree, because you just discard their ritual with this to search another copy of the ritual, and then on the next turn, banish the ritual to search a Terra Tree, so you have both pieces. So it's kind of slow, but sometimes that's what your hand calls for, so that's what you got to do. We played 1 Twin Twister, 1 Soul Charge, and 1 Upstart Goblin. I like Twin Twister right now, in general, but this deck really wants to go first, and I just found it was like always the worst card in my hand, especially if you drew it in multiples. So yeah, and then just 1 Emptiness. Like I said, Traps aren't that great in this deck. Emptiness is really good right now, especially against like Blue Eyes and metal foes and stuff. So I wanted to play it. For the extra deck, which needs some work, like I said, I lost because I wasn't playing Cowboy. But we played 1 Giant Hand, 2 Dweller. I don't think you need to play 2 of this. Like maybe you do, but I don't think so. 1 King of the Frail Limbs because it searches a level 7 guy. 1 Photon Palpy Operative. Side note: I lost my ulti of this, which like really sucks. I'm sure it's somewhere. But like Photon Palpy Operative, if you've been watching my channel for a while, it's like one of my favorite cards in this game. And obviously I haven't really had a good opportunity to play it, because it's not that great a card anymore, but it's really good in this deck. So I'm really bummed that I can't find my ultimate copy, which I've had for like, since, like I got it like the second that pack was released. I'll have to find it, but yeah, just rip. 1 Emerald for recycling things, and then the Castel and Diamond Dyer combo, which came up a lot, where you like Castel something, summon Diamond Dyer, pop the Castel. That's pretty cool. I also played a Wind Up Zen Master. This card's pretty garbage. It's just really slow. And then I played a Utopia, and then a Lightning. My Lightning didn't come in the mail, so I had to borrow one. But I did buy one because I got really sick of saying I don't have a Lightning in videos, even though I keep like selling them. So I'll hang on to this one. 1 Big Eye, which came up a couple times, and then 1 number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. Yeah, that's what it is. This guy's like huge, and like metal foes don't have an out to him, so I just like summoned him and they couldn't get over it, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I also want to play Gustav Max as well. Probably cutting like the 2nd Dweller and the Wind Up Zen Maester for Cowboy and Gustav Max, because burn damage is pretty cool. And then we played just the Seraph Knight and Zirconia. The cool play with Zirconia, a lot of times you went with Terra Tree and then like a Flip Effect Monster and a Zirconia. The Flip Effect Monster being like Power Forbidden. I always was flipping the Zirconia face down with the Terra Tree. It's kind of similar. You guys may have seen that I a lot of times I like set the Manju during the end phase so you can flip summon it the next turn and get a search. But with Zirconia, you just like flip face down and set it's at its full stats, which is like really big. I did that to get over Clearwing Synchro Dragon, which is pretty funny. Anyway, for the side deck, we played 2 Maxi and a Veiler. Those are kind of the extra hand traps. That's upside down. I was also considering playing like Flying Sea and Ghost Reaper, but I just didn't have the space. But I think I'll probably, I don't know what I'll do. Like, Veiler's pretty good in this Monarchs. I'll have to figure out something. Probably just take out these Victorias. I cited this card just kind of as a joke. I actually, yeah, like, there's definitely like better cards to side. Like, either of the Ally Justice cards are good. Like, the Fossil Dino one, Fossil Dino itself is pretty good. And what else? There's like, yeah, like the Ally Justice had like a double DD Crow is really good, but I just want to play this as a joke because they've been in my binder for a really long time, like several years, basically since the structure deck was released with this common, and I've never gotten an opportunity to use them, so I want to try them out. I didn't play against any Blue Eyes, so I don't know. Guess we're never playing the card ever. System down because Cosmo's like the deck's worst matchup. 2 Twin Twisters and a Regeki. Regeki because like this deck can't break established boards. And then 2 Magic Collector and 2 Shadow Mirror for Monarchs and BA. The problems with this deck is that you actually just can't break established boards. Something even like just 1 Beatrice or like a Dark Destroyer or like a Stormforth with an Ether in hand. Like those boards are just actually impossible to deal with, which is a real problem. You can beat all those decks. Well, Cosmo's still kind of shaky, but you can beat like Burning Abyss and Monarchs if you go first pretty easily. But going second is just virtually impossible. So I think if I Obviously, this deck will get better with more support, but even before it gets more support, if the Forbidden Limitless, the eventual Forbidden Limitless, even touches all 3 of those decks that I just listed, I think this could be a real contender. It just can't deal with like those full power decks. It's just impossible. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the profile. Check out the combo videos for the last 2 videos if you want to see what those were. Otherwise, I will see you guys later.